I'm 34. My name's Elena, and I've been married to Marcus, now 36, for nearly a decade. We met not long after college. Both of us young, idealistic, and full of plans we thought we'd figure out along the way. We married at 26. We have 2 kids. Noah, who's 8, and Lila, our 6-year-old whirlwind with glitter in her hair and band-aids on both knees. Before things came apart, I worked in human resources at a mid-sized logistics firm. The job wasn't glamorous, but I liked it. Casual Fridays, coffee refills in the break room, banter about weekend plans and who's hoarding the good pens. It gave me structure, a space where I wasn't just mom or Marcus's wife. I had an identity that wasn't tied to nap schedules and lunchboxes. That's where I met Jared, a project analyst who sat 2 cubicles down. We started talking during a particularly painful software rollout, one of those long-haul grinds with endless updates and constant complaints from warehouse leads. We bonded over late-night fixes, vending machine coffee, and whispered sarcasm about leadership's vision boards. Our inside jokes became daily check-ins, then texts, late-night Snapchats, music swaps, venting about work and, eventually, life. If you're asking, was it an emotional affair? The answer is yes, even if it didn't feel that way at first. No romantic emails, no hotel meetups. Just a steady drip of intimacy built on daily digital touches that started after bedtime. I'd laugh at a meme from Jared while Marcus slept beside me. That laughter, that connection, it felt harmless until it wasn't. One Sunday morning, Marcus grabbed my phone to order bagels before church. A string of messages caught his eye. Timestamps past midnight, inside jokes, a photo of Jared holding a whiteboard that said, "Monday can't hurt us if we quit." That was the first fracture. Marcus looked at me like he didn't recognize the person sitting next to him. I tried to explain. No sex, no secrets beyond the messages, but to him it was betrayal. And maybe it was. He demanded I resign. I offered everything else. Cut contact, change departments, report it to HR. But Marcus insisted. If I wanted to prove my loyalty, I had to walk away from the job entirely. So I did. On Monday, I drafted my resignation, handed in my badge, and said goodbye to 10 years of my professional identity. We entered therapy the following week. The therapist preached restoration through transparency. Full openness, daily honesty, no secrets. Marcus clung to that like a rulebook. That's when life changed. He installed Life 360 on my phone. A daily Google Maps report hit his inbox every night. He added a keylogger to the family laptop. Set up a baby monitor in the kitchen so he could listen in from his office upstairs. I could take the kids to school, go to piano practice, shop for groceries, and then straight home. Always hated it. But I told myself this was the price of penance. That if I just kept going, things would settle. He'd start trusting again. We could BS. But he shut down. No more playful touches in the hallway. No cuddling during Netflix. No intimacy, not even accidental. He said physical affection reminded him of the betrayal. I tried everything. Candlelit wine nights. New lingerie. I even made brownies at midnight, thinking sugar might sweeten the mood. Nothing. 10 months passed like a prison sentence. I filled journal after journal, did every couple's workbook, devoured relationship podcasts. I became a ghost in my own life. Always there, always trying, never seen. Friends stopped inviting me out. I always declined anyway. Marcus needed me home. In that loneliness, I convinced myself it was okay to want someone to talk to. That's when Liam, a former coworker I barely remembered, messaged me on LinkedIn. He'd left the company 6 months before the Jared mess. He asked for a reference. It started professionally, but soon the messages drifted. From job talk to personal updates, then Instagram reels, voice notes, morning greetings and late-night vent sessions about how ungrateful spouses could be. Never got explicit. No sexting. No pictures. But it became frequent, familiar, comforting. I told myself this wasn't the same. It had only been 6 weeks, not 5 months. Progress, right? I laughed again. That mattered. I stopped bracing every time my phone buzzed. The kids even noticed. Lila asked, "Mommy, why are you smiling today?" I didn't know what to say. Home, nothing improved. Still no affection. I finally asked Marcus directly, "Do you ever want to be with me again physically?" He looked me dead in the eye and said, "Asterisk. I can't be vulnerable with someone who might be texting the next Jared." Asterisk. That gutted me. I wasn't messaging Jared. I wasn't cheating. But he used my past to avoid facing his present. I felt like I was on probation and the sentence never ended. Then Liam suggested coffee. I declined a public cafe. Offered a hug in a quiet parking lot instead. Just some moment of human connection. We ended up inside a cheap hotel lobby nearby because the lot was full of contractors on break. The hug turned into more. Kissing, hands on skin, buttons undone. We got close. Too close. But I stopped. I saw Lila's Lego bracelet on my wrist. A little blue star with glitter in the cracks, and the guilt hit like a brick wall. I pulled away, told Liam I couldn't do it. He looked disappointed, but he respected it. I thought that was the end. Until I walked through the door at home and Marcus, without turning around, asked, asterisk, "Find anything interesting at Aldi today?" Asterisk just like that. He tracked me. Froze. And then we both exploded. I finally screamed out all the resentment, the surveillance, the isolation, the way he made me feel like a prisoner instead of a partner. He didn't yell. He just stared. The next morning he called a lawyer. 2 weeks later the divorce paperwork arrived. We still live in the same house for now. Splitting bills and logistics via shared spreadsheets. Groceries, school pickups, soccer cleats. Noah and Lila know something's wrong. He told them we need space. They don't know about the hotel. Some days I'm furious. I want to shout, if you hadn't turned our marriage into a damn parole program, I wouldn't have needed connection elsewhere. But I know that's only half true. The other half is mine. I made the same mistake twice, even if I stopped before the line. Now I'm terrified. I'm renting a 2-bedroom apartment 15 minutes away. The court split things 60/40. Marcus kept the house so the kids wouldn't have to move schools. I got the minivan, alimony, and a part-time job at the front desk of a pediatric clinic. Pays for electricity and my phone. Child support goes straight into new shoes, backpacks, and juice boxes. I see the kids every Wednesday night and alternate weekends. The first time they came to my place, it felt like I was hosting strangers. Noah asked where the Xbox was. I said Daddy kept it. We play board games now. They're sweet. They try. But every Sunday they start packing before I say a word. I've started seeing someone, Travis. We met on a single-parent dating app. He doesn't have kids and doesn't want them. He's into hikes and brunch. He doesn't ask much about the past beyond rough divorce, huh? And I keep it light. He's warm, attentive, physically affectionate. But he doesn't sleep over when the kids are here. I pretend I'm okay with that. Sometimes, after dropping the kids off, I come back to the quiet and scroll through old family photos until my phone dies in my hand. People tell me to focus on the kids. Join the PTA. Rebuild routine. What they don't see is how heavy the guilt feels. Like walking into Noah's soccer game late and seeing Marcus already set up with snacks and chairs. The kids run to him first. Sometimes I linger by the fence until they remember I'm there. Usually after Marcus waves them toward me. I miss my old life, even the mundane bits. At least then I knew who I was. Now every step forward feels like a gamble. Career, dating, whether I should move closer to my sister in Colorado. It all feels like a coin toss. I don't trust myself to make the right choice anymore. Not after everything. Part of me believes I don't deserve another shot. The rest of me is afraid that even if I get one, I'll ruin that too. That's where I am now. Standing in a long, quiet hallway, unsure which doors are locked, or if any of them open at all. If you've been here before and found a way out, please tell me how. Because right now I'm just trying to believe it's possible.